Hi, welcome back to my channel. So tonight I thought I would show you how I get ready to do a reading and explain a lot of my items and things that I have out here. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a cleansing and a protection thing. I do not use the white sage right now because it is so hard to come by. I'm a big believer in using what you've got. So I use the goldenrod and the pine. It's abundant around here. Pines always falling off our trees. Not to mention it smells really good too. My boyfriend smelled it earlier and asked me to make some beard oil that smells like this. But for those of you that want to make sure you have sage of some kind, I got the sage incense, so that's going to be the kind of incense that I burn. Okay, so the decorations that I have on here tonight, this is the Celtic month of ivy, and the animal is the butterfly. So I have a little sprig of ivy. I have a little clay thing that I made here with all the chakra colors, kind of like a little pentagram. It's a circle and then the star, and then I have the butterfly on top. Okay, I also have something that I'm going to put the candle on in a moment. But the goddess of the month is Erenrod. And she is a triple goddess. She's a moon goddess. So I've got this out here to hold her goddess candle. She loves silver. And that's why I've got this on my altar tonight also. She also loves the moons. She's a moon goddess, obviously. And then I also have my moon phase out tonight so that it can get cleansed. Tonight, as you know, is a new moon, or if you didn't know, now you do. So I've got my moonstone, which also helps to inspire the intuition and psychic abilities. So it's going to be right down here on the very end, representing that it's a new moon. I also have the obsidian here. This is full of my obsidian. It's great also for readings, for psychic powers. So is the amethyst. So I have a small, beautiful, dark purple amethyst. And I also have the jet. And then, of course, I have my calcite. I've talked about this in, I know, at least one of my other videos, my golden healing stone from Crystals to Nirvana. So I keep this with me at all times. I just want to explain real quick why my hands are peeling the way they are. I do have stage 4 cancer, and I am receiving treatments, and right now one of the side effects is that it's making me peel and get little sores in places. So that's why they look the way they do. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to light this little goddess candle. And then I'm going to add, since I'm burning the sage, I'm going to add a few different herbs on top of the candle. So they'll kind of burn with it. the first ones are going to be for divination. So I'm putting just a little bit of orange peel. Just a couple of little pine needles. Gonna do a pinch of red sandalwood. And then a few little pieces of rose. Again, like I said earlier about the not using the white sage, a lot of this has come from my yard, and what has not is stuff that is readily available and that there is an abundance of in places. So if there is something that you need or that you would like to use, that you are seeing me use, I would be more than happy to send it to you. Just some of it I have for sale on my Etsy. You can shoot on over to my Etsy store, or you can message me and I would be happy to send you a lot of this for free. Okay, and now the next few herbs that I'm going to sprinkle on there are to help with my psychic powers. Marshmallow root. A little bit of mint. And then just a little bit of marigold leaves. Okay, so I've cleansed the area. I have explained, I believe, what everything on here is for. Got the candle going with the herbs. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 3-card reading while I have all of this set up and ready for myself. Okay, so I've got the King of Swords, and then I have the Queen of Wands, and then I got Strength. I'll let you look at, so the first one we'll talk about a little bit is the King of Swords. And this is going to be a little bit about my past situation. Something that I have gone through that I'm trying to get through. So the swords sometimes are kind of double-edged. They symbolize like a really fine balance, where I've really had a lot of trouble making some decisions. Swords, I don't know if you know, but they are associated with air. So they're intangible and unseen, but they are also constantly moving, always moving. Sometimes air can be unnoticed, and then all of a sudden it can just go into a fierce wind. So here in my recent past, I've had a little bit of trouble with some change. I've had a little bit of trouble with my ambition, having to take off and go on a medical leave, trying to start a new store online, getting things like that going. So it's been on kind of like on a border of being, whether I'm being constructive or destructive. I've had a lot of anger issues. I've had a lot of guilt. I've had a lot of mental things going on. So this kind of tells me that as I was going through that, I had to go through all the thoughtful and the rational parts. I had to try to be logical. I had to try to communicate better. I had to quit being quite so domineering. I could not control the situation, which is honestly something I have always had a lot of trouble with. I'm a very controlling person. I like to be in charge. I like to tell everyone what to do. So this one is definitely really spot on as far as for me. Oh yeah. I did forget to tell you, this is from the Gilded Tarot that we went through on my second and third videos. So the second card, my present, this is going to be the Queen of Wands. And I love the orange in this. It is so pretty, orange and yellow. I'm really loving this card. This is my present right here. And it has a lot to do with inspiration and determination, creativity, my thoughts on expansion, of really getting this business going and having a lot of expansion. But it also, I'm also having to it's really hard to explain one that you're doing on yourself, because I know myself so well. And sometimes I don't want it to say what it's trying to say to me. I've had a lot of trouble with my ego, enthusiasm, my personal energy. I've been kind of egotistical. I'm trying to work through that in the present. I've started to be quite impulsive. I've really had a lack of direction. I think kind of since I've been diagnosed, I have been feeling like, I've almost been feeling like life has been meaningless, but it is definitely getting better. She's showing that I'm learning. I have found some strength. I have finding some joy. I'm finding some satisfaction. But there's also, I don't know if you can see kind of in the back, those darker clouds. To me, I kind of go back to the Rider deck, and that kind of shows a little bit maybe of her shadow self. And that is something that I have been thinking about for several months. That's something I'd really like to start working on with myself. The darker, lesser known part of me. And I think now that I have so much time on my hands, now is the perfect time to maybe start doing that. So that might be something in the future that you'll see on my channel. I really think that she's trying to tell me that I don't need to be afraid, and I need to just put it out there. I've got to start believing in myself again. Okay, so this last card is the Strength card. And this is one of my favorites. I love how she's tamed the lion. She does hold the little chain around him, but very loosely. She has that animal instinct and raw passion. She doesn't use force. she doesn't coerce people. So she's telling me if I stay on the path that I'm going on, it is getting better. I'm going to learn how to tame everything, how to lasso it, kind of how to conquer it. That I do have the strength to get through everything without being obnoxious and without being the bossy, controlling person that I have been. Saying that I'm going to be very persistent and keep things going. I'm going to learn patience. I'm getting that inner calmness. Not going to be as agitated and as worried all the time. It's given me determination. She's helping me realize that it's okay that I can't control everything, that I can't control people, that I can't control all the situations. I can control it, but I don't have to be so excessive. I don't have to use an outward force. I need to be a little bit more gentle about it. I'm definitely going to be overcoming some of my fears. I'm going to be I'm working through a lot of my anger and my rage, my sadness that has been basically consuming me for the past several months. It is already starting to get better. And this reading right here just shows me that I'm on the right path. I'm working on myself. And that if I keep on the same path that I've been going on, I do have the strength to get through it. So thank you very much for tuning in today or tonight. Tomorrow I will be doing one. I'm going to show you some of the items that I have made that are in my Etsy shop in case you're interested. And then I will probably pick one of the items and show you how I made it. A DIY, something like that. So I hope you enjoyed tonight. And please, if you liked it, hit like and then hit subscribe. Would love for you to subscribe to my channel. I'm working on getting a Patreon page set up. Hit me up on Instagram, Celtic Cauldron by Mary. The Facebook right now is just Celtic Cauldron. So yeah. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see y'all tomorrow night.